Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a 21-part video series showing you how to create Milan Cvetkovic house. Let's get started.
So to start, let's open a new architecture template. So go to models and then click on new. And then here we're going to change this to architecture template and then press OK. So once we open, we need to save it first. So let's save it to the location that you want to. So I have it in the location that I want. So I'm just going to call this one BEMNN house. And before you click save, you can click on the option. In this option, you can basically have backups up to 20 or even more. But if you're a beginner, this is probably a good way of saving your project in order to have different backups right here that you can go to if you ever made a mistake. You can just go back to that file. But now I think 5 is enough, so I'm gonna change it to 5. So there will be 5 of the file, and then once you save it again for the 6th time, it will save on the last one. So it just keeps on saving or looping in. You can even put it as to 1 so that it doesn't make your file bigger or your cumulative files bigger. So I'm just gonna put it file. I know we could go back to any problems that we come up to. So I'm gonna leave it like that, 5, and then leave everything like this. Press OK, and then save. So once we save it, we could check the units. So I'm using metric, and then I'm using millimeters. So here I'm using the template for metric. That's why it's in millimeters, or I could even change this to meters. If you need to be imperial, you will need to go to, or you need to open imperial template. So I have a metric template with a millimeter unit. And then after this, click save again. And then we're in level 1 as a default. So what I usually add first is grid lines. So it's under architecture, or you could click or type in GR. So this is the short keyboard. So I advise you to memorize all the keyboard shortcuts in order to make your life easier. And if not, it's better to know where it is. So it's under architecture and on the right side of the screen, upper right side. And then now type in GR, and then once you have GR typed, you will be able to add lines now. Make sure it's 90 degrees. It will start with numbers first. So as you can see, this is number 1. I usually add it in the middle. So I'm estimating my model to be around here. So I'm gonna add grid line number 1. You can press escape and then escape again so that to close off. Because what we can do now is we could select this grid line, and then we could click on copy. So once you select this, automatically it will put you into the modify tab. In the modify tab, there's a lot of things right here. You have move, copy, align, offset, and rotate. Those are the minimum, and then those are the most used, even mirror. So these are the most used actions you use. So now I selected this, it put me into modify. You can either click on copy, which is right here, or you can type in its keyboard shortcut, which is CO. So I'm gonna type in CO, and then as you can see, it will create a pop out here. And the important things to consider here is to check multiple, because you want to add multiple grid lines into your project. So now this is number 1. I'm gonna select that again. So once you select it again, you'll be able to grab it. So once you grab it, you'll be able to put it on the which size you want. So for me, this is number 1. I want number 2 and number 3 right here. So I'm gonna move it on the right side. If you want your number 2 or number 3 right here on the left side, you will need to place it on the left side. So now I'm gonna place it on the right side without, I'm just estimating, I just want it to be moved on the right side. So now you can be able to type. So I'm gonna type in 4950. It created the grid line, and then another 4905, and that's for our third grid line. Now you can press escape and then escape again. As you can see, it's not in the middle, but we're going to fix that later. So now we're going to add another grid line, but it will be horizontal now, not vertical. So now I'm gonna type in again GR. It open up in the modify tab, but under the grid line. And then now I'm gonna click on the right side going on the left side. So here I'm just gonna estimate. I'm gonna put it right here and to right here. So click here and click here. Now you have number 4 grid line. Press escape multiple times, and now you can zoom in. Now I want my horizontal grid line to be letters. So to change that, you can just click on the grid bubble. It will then be able to change it, and then I'm gonna go capital A letter. So now it's on capital A. I can zoom out, and now I can, it's already selected, I can type in CO. Multiple is now checked. So once you do it once, it will remember your last, and then it will be check multiple right here now. Again, I'm gonna grab it and then pull it down. So any way you want, if you want it to be upper, you will need to put it up like this, or you want it to be going down, you will need to put it like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it down, and I'm going to type 4500. Let's put it 4500. Next will be 1170. So that's C 2800. And then we have 2 more grid line. It will be 4925. And then we also have 4550. Press escape and then escape again. If you notice, when you start A and then when you go down to BC, it recognizes that you changed this to letters, and then now the sequence will be on an alphabet. So Revit is smart like that. It will recognize that, and it will change accordingly. So now what I want to do is I want to center everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this, all of them. You can use your arrow key in your keyboard to just simply nudge it in place. So you just want it to be in the middle of this elevation tags. So all of this is elevation tags. In order for you to show your model in the elevations, you will need to place this one accordingly. So for example, if you have a bigger floor plan, you will need to move this so that everything will be shown in your model. So I receive a lot of comments that how come I couldn't see my model in elevation. This is the problem because you didn't place it properly, or it's, for example, right here where your model are. So it's seeing everything from here going down. So now you just need to select this and you can move it all around. So now what I want to do is fix our grid line. You can select this one. If you notice, there is some temporary dash line. This indicates that if I move this, all of them will move. So here I can select this. There is a temporary dash line right here. You can move it going down or going up and going down. So it doesn't matter, it will recognize that you want to move all of them. Okay, so now I'm gonna move this one a little bit, and then let's add in some dimensions. So you can type in DI or click on this. This icon supposed to be around upwards right here above this architecture tab, but I just place it right here so that everybody can see because of my screen. So now I'm going to type in DI, that's dimension, and then now I'm gonna select all the grid lines first so that everybody can follow, and then select that, and then now we're going to add the overall. So you need to add dimensions first, like this, and then an overall. Press escape and escape again. So now that we're finished with our grid lines, now we're going to go to our elevation. So for this ceiling plan, you could just close that first. So just by selecting this, because we don't need it, and then now we could go to our south elevation. So in our south elevation, our default is level 1, it's at 0, and then level 2 is at 4,000, so 4 meters and 4,000 millimeters. Now what you need to understand is this is very important to stretch. So for example, if you have multiple levels, and then if you don't stretch this properly, for now if we go to level 2, everything is showing right here, all the grid lines that we created on level 1. But once we go here, if you forgot to stretch it out, what will happen to level 2 will be, it will be missing the grid lines on the vertical height. So now this is very important to stretch out as much as possible, because if we're gonna add level 3 and all the roof plan, you will need to stretch this in order for everything to be shown. So that's very important. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create a level, and to create a level you can either select this and then click on copy. but you could also go to architecture. So let's do the same thing. It's beside grid line, and the keyboard shortcut is LL. So now I'm going to type in LL. So now I'll be able to add a level below level 1. You can change the height right here. So I want it to be negative 500 only. And I want the name to be changed to ground. Let's put it properly, ground floor. It will ask you, would you like to rename corresponding views? Click yes. It will change it from here. So now, once you create this level through architecture and you click on level, as you can see, it will appear right here. So the floor plan was created because you did it the proper way. And then now, these ones are showing. In order for everything to be shown properly, you can create an elbow. So to add an elbow, if you zoom in, there is an elbow right there. If you click that, it will create an elbow. It's either going down or going up. You can just grab it and stretch it a bit so that everything is showing properly. You can even move this one like that or like that. But the level will be still on negative 500. I'm gonna change this to negative probably 200 only. So now we have ground floor negative 200, level 1 at 0. Now I wanted to see if we click on the level. I'm going to change this to 3000. So 3000. I wanted to see what will happen if you select this and then just type in CO just to copy, and then multiple is already checked. If you grab it from here and then type in 3000. So what will happen is the sequence is changed because this is supposed to be level 3, but now we could even change that, so it's not a problem. We could put this one as level 3 or roof plan because this is only a 2-story. But now if you notice level 3, but the level 3 hasn't been created here. It's because we create just a copy of this floor. And if you want level 3 to appear here, what you have to do is you need to go to view, click on plan view, and click on floor plan. Level 3 is right here. It's basically saying that you want to create this view. So you just need to press OK. If you have multiple levels, you will need to select all of them and then press OK. So now, once you do, level 3 is created and then it is in here. So that's how you do it. So now just to go back to level 1. So now we have our levels created right here. Everything is moved up. Let's check our ease. So here we just need to check all our levels in order, or all our elevation, in order to see if it's stretched enough. And then you can even fix all of this so that once we create our sheet, everything is showing properly. Okay, so now that's good. what we could do is we could go back to our level 1, and then if you want your grid bubbles to show on each side, what you have to do is you need to select that, and then here you need to click on show bubble. Unfortunately, you will need to do it one by one in order to show it. Okay. So now we're gonna stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.